Hi, Matthew. Good morning to you. How are you?
Tired, hungry, overworked, and underpaid. God damn it, let's get this thing over with.
Tired, hungry, underpaid. My
Overworked.
gosh. Relatable. Wow. Okay. For our listeners today, we have a truly one of a kind guest. You might recognize him as the question mark guy from his unforgettable infomercials and TV appearances that showed millions of Americans how to unlock government grants and benefits. Matthew Lesko has spent over 4 decades uncovering ways for people to access funds they never knew available, and he sold over 4 million books in the process. Now, at 81, Matthew is still on a mission to help others through his platform, Lesko Help, where he is guiding a community of thousands toward the resources they need. Let's dive into the world of free money with the one and only Matthew Lesko.
You
Hey!
know, your dress, I have a suit with all those same colors, multiple like that, but with
Oh my
question mark.
gosh.
They're question mark, but the exact same colors.
Yeah, no, I was just looking at your glasses and your shirt, what you have on. It's like we're color
Exactly.
coordinating. So yeah,
The same designer.
exactly. So Matthew, please share with us what is your backstory.
Backstory. Gee, you're a great audience. That's why I have grandkids now. What's nice about kids, like 3, 4, 5 years old, they laugh at anything.
Easily,
So you're like that.
yeah,
Most
easily.
grown-ups hate me because I just, they sound like old man jokes and they're bored with this.
I like to play. I mean, laughter is the best
Yeah,
medicine.
absolutely. Well, I
Yeah.
think it is. I mean, life is shitty. Let's just admit it. To
Yeah.
be human, you got to get through all kinds of stupid, hurtful stuff. And that's just what the game is. If you don't want to play, go somewhere else. But we're stuck. So I think the way to get through that is humor helps so much because everything that happens to us is very personal. Oh, my computer is doing something.
It's focusing. It's like we need to detect this
I
laughter.
know. Is that what it is? Maybe. Yeah, it's so weird that these IT cameras
Yes.
have a mind of their own. Yeah, so it is
Tell me about it.
difficult, and you have to get through that because if you don't go over the bumps and hurdles, or if you don't learn that, then you're going to get stuck in something you hate doing. Everything is going to be, it's like learning to walk all over again. Anything you're going to do in life, you're thinking of moving, start a new career, and you go to important people and knowledgeable people and give you the 5 steps to get this new thing going and everything. None of that shit's going to work for you. You think it will, maybe parts of it will, but it probably won't. And what you really have to do is stumble your ass through this thing, and like learning to walk. You're going to do something new in life. Well, then you have to prepare for just failing a lot as you do this because there's no perfect road for all of us. And we could get hints from other people, but it's not. And that's why I think you have to start trusting your heart more than information and expertise and things like that, because it's your heart. Now you know why we're hard. So.
I know. It's such a,
Because it's your heart
Oh my gosh.
that's going to get you through all the bad shit that's going to happen. Your intellect is not, because you'll have reasons why it's stupid or, we could justify anything in life. And if you really want to do something, your heart. And same with personal relationships or professional relationships that you're trying to do with your talent. I think that's what we're all do. We have talent. We want to give to society. We have an expertise or what we got to develop it. Something about our skills or work, whatever, is to contribute to society. Same with our love to individuals. So and the key to both of those things is how much of that can you give? Not how little can you give, how much can you give? So the joy in life is giving as much as you possibly can. And you can only do that if your heart's in it. And so you're, I think, cutting yourself short if you're looking for something that's just intellectual in nature and makes sense and all that kind of shit, because you're not going to give as much as you can. And I see the same thing for personal relationships or profession or and I don't know if it's a relationship. It's what we have to give to society. We're contributing to other people's lives, in society. Whether you're doing accounting or shit, I got somebody in my accounting. So you're doing that as a part of society, and you'll do it better if your heart's in it. Things like that, and then that's why I think that people start new adventures for the wrong reason, and or maybe that's wrong, but you're looking for a perfect way to do something new, and there isn't. So that's why when it doesn't work, or you go to an expert and here's 5 reasons to do this or 5 steps to success, and it's probably not going to work for you. And then you just blame the person who gave you the 5 steps. Maybe it worked for them, but most things won't work for other people too, because we're all so different in nature and different environments to make things happen. So we have to be clever and flexible. And it's really just resilience. That's the only thing. And that's why I equate it to when you learn how to walk. You have children at all? I don't remember. No.
No,
Okay. But what?
not yet.
Not yet. That when they learn to walk, I remember my boy crawling over to the coffee table, picking himself up and trying to take a step and fall on his ass. So he's going to fail. And then as a grown up like you, maybe your mother says, oh, don't go to New York. You're going to fail. They have reasons you're going to fail, right? And that's true. And just like if I told that kid, no, don't take a step, you're going to fail. He never learned to walk. You have to do that yourself. I mean, you can take advice and everything, but I think the only answer to that when your loved ones, that's why I think your loved ones are, your biggest obstacle into doing something what you want from your heart, because they say you're going to fail. And they're right. You probably will. So that's why I think the best answer to that is just say, yes, I know, but I'll figure it out. You have to accept that. And that's why I think the other thing to do that, and that's why my work is trying to do, is that not spend a lot of money doing and investigating things or trying things, because you're going to run out of money before you figure out the right way to do it. So if you're spending money to do it, like starting a business or whatever, and we could all sit down and figure out why we need $200,000 to start a business. It's probably 9 times out of 10, it's probably not going to be the right thing to do, but you won't know that until you get there, and start doing it.
Yeah.
And so, where are you going to get another $200,000 if that fails? If you do it for free or otherwise, try to learn this in other ways, partnering or just providing a service or something that doesn't require any investment, then you can learn the market. Because so many things, particularly when they start a new, I know how to spend all this money to get the perfect thing for my business. But the only, and even like getting a lawyer, an accountant, I know you're an accountant, so.
You remember I'm an accountant. Yay.
You don't need that in a business if you're starting out. You need a customer. So don't spend any money. I got an MBA and I started 2 businesses, got the money, and they all fucking failed.
Bill, fucking fail.
So I was thinking to myself, God, I'm not having fun. I'm doing this stuff like everybody told me to do. I'm not having fun. And I didn't become a millionaire yet. So this is stupid life. I'm busting my ass, not having fun for maybe someday in the future. Maybe I'm going to have fun. No, I said, no, I'm going to flip that sucker. I'm going to have fun today, because I don't know what the hell tomorrow is.
Now.
Now. And start having fun now. Then, particularly if you're having fun, you are able to get the best out of you. If you're miserable, nobody wants to be around you.
Yeah.
And you're not free enough to release the creativity that's needed in starting anything or doing anything, because you're hemmed in by the rules. and to survive, It's really looking at the world a little differently. And you don't even have to follow the rules. Or until, the rules are, some of them are stupid. Like, I got to register with the government. Why? I don't have a customer. Well, I'm pretending I'm in business. I really don't have business. Yeah. So figure out how to get business, because that's the critical to your success, is getting a customer, not getting a license, not getting an accountant, that has nothing to do with your success or business. You don't have a customer, you're not in business. And that's the hardest part. So why spend all this time and money doing all this other stuff that has very little effect on that? And even if the licensing, hey, it's going to take the government 3 years to find you. None of my businesses last that long, so that's not going to be an issue. So you have to focus on the critical success factors of anything. There's so much shit to worry about, and experts can find you 10 more other things you have to worry about. Oh, well, somebody sues you, you're going to lose your house and your family, and you'll be in jail for the rest of your life. Fuck, you don't have a customer. That's the only thing. You don't have to worry about that. And so it's focusing on what is important. And that's hard if you're around experts. And it's so hard to get through that stuff. And that's what I'm trying. And see, what I feel is that I found this by helping Fortune 500 companies like you, working for big, rich clients, and they'll pay anything. So they were paying me all this money to go out and get free stuff for them, free money, free advice, free market studies, free everything. And I sat there doing that, and I said, why doesn't everybody know about this? Yeah. So if a schmuck like me from Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania, who's a coal miner's grandson, that's what my grandparents came here to work in coal mines from Czechoslovakia. Yeah. And I didn't know I could go to the government office and call them and get all this stuff and money and help. I said, Jesus, everybody in Wilkes-Barre should know this stuff. So that's what I'm trying to do, is educate. I see our country now, it's two parts. It's one part capitalism. Two parts capitalism and one part what I call community. So capitalism is Google. So everything in there, to get anything in life, you go to Google and you have to spend money to do it. Okay. We have another smaller section. It's half the section of capitalism. So it's a third of our economy, is what I call community. And the community helps each other for free. Okay. And that to me is an important part of being human. It's not only capitalism. Capitalism is something the community dreamt up because it seems to work easier or something. No, I enjoy capitalism, because what I like about capitalism is that I'm producing something that I know it's of value to somebody. If we're doing something with our talent and it's not of value to somebody else, well, you're trying to make love and you're making love to yourself because nobody wants it. Yeah. So it's like masturbating instead of loving.
Exactly.
We think everybody should have this, so I'll do it myself. And we're here to help other people. That's what's important, I think. And it's just a mission to say, okay, if you want to do that, then there's a lot of free help and even consultants. Like now, and people with money will pay for a lot of stuff that you can get for free, but they don't know about it because nobody knows about it. There's no advertising. All the advertising in this country is done for people who want your money. There's no advertising for the people in the community that are giving this for free. Like right now, if you want to start a business in America, you go to sba.gov, G-O-V, and then / and then local, LOCAL - assistance, sba.gov / local - assistance. And it's all small letters on local assistance. And you put in your zip code. Now, for any zip code, and that's a database the SBA, Small Business Administration, has that shows you all the community efforts that help people start a business. These are free sources, consultants that get paid by nonprofit organizations or the government to help you start a business. So why go to...
Must it be like, U.S. citizens only?
No, as long as you're here, they don't care.
Okay, as long as you're based in America.
Yes, I am. But yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah, if you're in America, yeah. Well,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah. So yes, it's it's for
That's a
people.
good
Or if you
one.
want to come to America and start a business, they'll show you money. We have money for people who want to come here and start a business.
Yeah. Exactly.
So that's why. So you go to New York and do that and find people. I want to come to New York and I need help starting a business. That's what they're there for. And all free.
Hi, I'm Nick Nieras, your host of the Your Wordless podcast. Now, if this real raw stories hit home, don't wait. Please follow, like, and subscribe on Spotify and YouTube. For bite-sized inspirational reels, follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. Don't wait. Your transformation starts today. Thank you, and bye for now. Wow. So I can go to sba.gov/local-assistance.
Right. You want to do it now?
Okay. We
Yeah,
can?
you have a laptop? Do it.
Okay. Wow. I can. My laptop's in my room. If you could
Okay,
give
you
me
bet.
like few
Yes. Okay.
seconds, I'm gonna go and
Okay.
grab it. Okay.
And that's what, to me, there's so much free stuff in America that people don't know about. And because they don't advertise and they use Google. To me, Google is the death march, because when you go to Google, then you'll think you need money to do anything in America. And that is absolutely not true. You do if you want to use the 2/3 of it. If you want to use the 1/3, that does the same thing, that doesn't cost money. .gov/local.
It won't load. Let me try through my phone. Yeah.
Maybe you're overseas. Yeah.
Is that your problem? No, it's this one.
It works on that?
Right?
Yeah. Okay. Scroll down. You'll see a place to put in your zip code. And I'll give you my zip code if you don't.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Okay, 20009.
Wow.
Okay.
I see it.
Okay, so you see them.
One.
How many you see there?
21.
Maybe half a dozen or a dozen.
21.
So that's 21 free organizations that all they're doing for anyone in the United States to start or grow any kind of business, invention, nonprofit organization, freelancing, anything like that.
Oh my God, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, I could really use this.
Let me show you another thing, particularly anybody, it's coming to the States and needs free help with any living expenses.
Oh, have that too?
Yes.
Okay. What's it called?
Find.
Okay. I'm going to go through my.
Yeah, didn't want to do that. Yeah,
phone.
probably they test you overseas or something.
Yeah.
Naughty girl. Okay.
Wow.
Well, let me explain that, because that's when you get here, you want to do that because you put in your zip code and.
No, I got
you
it.
did?
I got
okay.
it. This one, right?
Okay.
This one, right? First one.
Well, yeah, findhelp.org. Click on it. Well, you get into it. See, you're in the search. No, yeah, right. Yeah, no. Okay, but you could put in. There'll be, every city has about 3, 4, 5,000 nonprofit organizations that give you money and help to do anything. That's all they're there for.
Wow.
But now you have to find out which one's for you, because a lot of times they're for certain people. Okay, they'll help these kind of people, they'll help that kind of people, or whatever. But like if you have trouble paying rent in New York, you could go to that, and you will find, in where I live, I get 70 or nonprofit organizations that just help for rent. That's all they do. Yeah. But some are for veterans, some are for seniors, some are for new immigrants.
Yeah.
But see, they don't advertise. So everybody goes to Google and they never find any of this. And you just find people who want your money.
So is it like best if I could get like a friend or somebody in New York or anywhere, and then just
have them Google it? Yeah. Not Google it.
Yeah.
Find help.
Find help, and then that SBA.gov.
No, findhelp.org.
Findhelp.org.
The other one was.
But if I want to start a business, then I should go to SBA.gov.
Now, if it is New York City, they have something called 311.
What?
Yeah, for all kinds of help, and they're very good at that.
Wow.
Maybe you could get into that. I wonder if you can in New York.
311. What does it do?
Well, it's like Find Help, but it's just for New York.
311.org.
Maybe, I'm not sure what probably, but no, I bet you have to be in New York to do that.
I think so.
Yeah. Here, what to do is nyc.gov and then / then a question mark 311
Slash
question mark .gov
So it's nyc.gov
question mark.
one. I see it. I can access it from my laptop. Yeah.
Okay, NYC 311. See the tab?
Yes. I see NYC resources, NYC
Right,
311,
exactly.
Office of the Mayor.
Right. No, go to NYC resources. See, they're the ones that's going to show you what you need. Okay, you need job training, you need health, you need education. It's like 311.
Oh, immigrants. Wow. Businesses. Start and run a business. Oh.
And the key to this is not using the internet, it's using the phone. You have to call people. That's the way you really understand and get the help you need. And the other thing about calling people is if the person cannot help you, you ask them, who else can maybe help me if you can't? And so that's how you do research and not on the internet. You don't understand. Nobody knows what the hell that stuff is. You got to get a human to get through it. Otherwise, you're just going to get a lot of noise and people selling you stuff.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you. I am going to
but
look into
people
this.
living in America don't know this stuff either.
All the way in Asia, and here I am
And
trying to. This is wow. Thank you, Matthew. This is really, really great. Use or utilize my contacts in the States or in New York.
yeah. Is that him?
Matthew, you're just going straight to the point. We're not really in talking terms right now. So I don't know. I don't know how am I gonna, and it's like, I don't know if he's gonna say like, oh, so now you want to come to me because you need my help.
He should know this too to be able to say.
Maybe, I don't know, but
Probably not.
Probably not. I don't think so. So
But
how
see,
do I do this?
Where people fall down is the next step. Once they find that, they think okay, that's it, and I'll fill out an application and get the money. No, they're not going to work that way. You have to call and find out exactly where it is for you. And if that doesn't work, then you call somebody else. And like getting a job, you just don't knock on one door. And if they don't
And
hire,
just wait for it, right? Yeah. Okay.
But the option for this, at jobs we know it's easy to find out who people are hiring. But for help, all we have is Google, and that doesn't show any of this because they're interested in getting money from you. You don't have money.
Exactly.
So you can't deal with it.
Wow. Okay. I think I'm gonna definitely edit some of this out, but with that one,
Good.
no. Because there are probably so many people like me.
Absolutely.
Well, maybe not so many, but some. Right. Okay, Matthew, what are some of the biggest misconceptions about these government grants and financial aid?
That I know everything about it.
But do you?
No.
Is that the misconception or?
That's a misconception.
Okay, that's a misconception.
It's too big. Nobody does. And that's why what happens is that people live on what's in their mind about government grant. Like the applications are complicated. That's true, but you'll probably never run into it.
Arduous.
You'll never run into one like that. 90% of the ones that you'll want are just 2-3 pages fill in the blanks. There are big, complicated ones, but you'll never see one. But that people just want something to stop them from doing work. So, it's too complicated.
Ooh, let me just stay in my my comfort lane.
Exactly.
And let other people who's more deserving do the work and get that or whatever. Okay. Any tips for beginners on navigating government resources besides the ones that you gave?
They're the best.
What?
The ones I gave you are the best. The best to start.
Okay. Oh, wow.
And everything is about starting. And then the rest is just tenacity. I mean, if you don't want to do it enough, that's why your heart will make you do it. And you'll get through all the problems. You'll use that 311 and it won't work here. And then you're going to give up and you can't. The only thing, I don't know what's right to do. Nobody does. The only thing I know what's wrong to do. And the worst wrong thing to do is doing nothing.
Just sitting on these resources that I know that Matthew has given me. Go to 311. Don't go, and it's your problem, to be honest, because I did ask God or universe, say, okay, how do I place the intention of going, but of course it's not going to be a straight road like that.
No, nothing is.
I know this is one.
Yeah, the roadblocks.
Yeah. Okay. Matthew, how has the financial assistance landscape changed in recent years, especially after COVID?
It gets bigger every day.
Really?
Absolutely.
The government are giving more
Every
and more
year
people
it grows up.
So what happens then? After
we go broke
it's done,
someday. Someday we have to pay all this bills.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, eventually, I don't know. I'm not smart enough to know what happens there. And if you have a current problem, I wouldn't worry about it unless you want to get into politics and change that. But if you have something to do in life, you really have to ignore it and use the tools that are out there for you to help you do what you want to do in life. If what you want to do in life is change the system, you can do that too and become a politician. That's how you change the system.
Wow. What is one piece of advice you'd give to someone seeking financial support for the first time? Becoming a podcast host was a natural extension of my second act. And after spending 15 years in the corporate world, I've transitioned to helping individuals overcome challenges like navigating tough relationships, career burnout, and aligning their mission with their soul's calling. By certifying as an RTT hypnotherapist and a lifestyle coach, I've made it my mission to empower people to recreate the life they deserve and building a supportive community through my podcast. Now, let me ask, are you facing challenges like struggling to reprogram your mind to attract wealth, weight issues that feel like a constant yo-yo, insomnia or restless nights from daily worries, or just a lack of confidence in public speaking? If the answer is yes, visit www.thenicknyarasholisticlifestyle.com and grab a free hypnosis audio of these common struggles. It's a sneak peek into how my coaching works. Are you feeling shy? Don't be, because I'm as real as it gets. Let's connect on Instagram and LinkedIn and start your transformation today.
Findhelp.org.
That means I need to get in touch with him then.
Right.
Because I can't access it.
I mean, it's so complicated out there. And that's why if you use Google, you're just going to get into a rat's nest and you'll give up because nothing will help. And everybody you talk to there will say it costs money. And if you don't have money, then you're going to stop. That's why I got to get people not to use Google. That's going to stop you from doing things in life. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. What work are you most proud of so far?
My clothes.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about that. So,
is back when I maybe were 4 in the air. I had an MBA and all my businesses were failing and things like that. I wasn't having fun. And because I was trying to do like everybody told me to do it. And I wasn't having fun. I wasn't being successful, nothing. And to me, the key to success is what I call living inside out. The best stuff you have in life is what's in your heart and what you really are. That's the best you have to contribute to everybody else. And that's what makes you unique about something else. And that's, you could give that better than anybody else, whatever is unique about you. And you're going to be better at that. It's hard to find what that is in you. That's why a key to me is what people say is weird about you is probably your best asset, because nobody else could be like that. You're trying to be like some hotshot, high-techy banker or something like that. Those idiots are going to do that much better than you'll ever do. But when I found out, boy, and this, if you're what's inside you and your authenticity, not only does it make you live more comfortably, it helps other people more comfortably, because then they could really, I don't have to be like everybody else. And you're missing out on giving the best you have. So to love as hard as possible, to contribute as much as possible, it has to come from your inside, not some fucking skill or trick you learned from the outside. Maybe that's helpful or whatever, but the real stuff is from the inside, and it's how to get that. That's why when I walk around like this, I dress like this every day, out in public all the time, and people don't know what I do, but it makes people smile wherever I go. And that is, man, if that's my job in life, that's just, to me, a wonderful thing to be able to do in life, is make other people smile. And just by wearing stupid clothes, which I think are great, I just want to do with it. And so what's nice too, if you're authentic about what you are, it's a filter. Because if you're wearing it on the outside like this, you think I'm an asshole. Fine. If you don't like this, I'm probably not going to like you. But if you like this, I know I'll like you, because this is me. And it's hard to be us because everybody's telling you how to be successful. And I see it. It's how to find out what you have that is inside you, you have to give, and use the tools in our society, fucked up or not, to be able to give. It's your job to do that, not to just fit into what society wants, but how do you give what you want in that package or in that environment? You have to live with the environment, so you have to know what's out there to survive. So how do you take what's special about you and grow that as much? We're all organic. We're like a tree or a flower, whatever, anything organic. We're human. And so how are you going to keep growing? And I think that's what keeps me energized at 81, because I'm doing what I think is the best thing in life to do. And that's hard to find.
You're making me think about some of my life choices.
Yes. Well, that's the important thing in life. See, all this junk I talk about are just tools to get that. And see, you will work at using and finding what you need if it's coming from that. It's like a good relationship, man. If there's not some bigger love involved, you'll find 13 reasons to get divorced every day. And how do you get something big? And I've been divorced twice. How do you get something bigger? To have in common, to put up with all the bad shit, because we're all fucked up. We have bad parts. We're mean. We're everything. And so to put up with that, you have to have something bigger you're working for to get through that.
Well, and this is why I love talking to so many different people.
Pardon me?
And you as well. This is why I love talking to so many different people.
Yeah, we're all struggling.
Yeah.
Nobody gets out of this alive, and we're all struggling. And that's why I think it's so, when people tell other people what to do, I think that is terrible. You can't do that. Because we don't know what to do with our own lives. What gives us the audacity to think we could tell somebody else to do with their life? And so if you love somebody, your mission is to help them to do whatever they want to do in life, because you don't know what to do. And people who are we're all struggling. So to me, a loved one helps somebody do whatever they think they have to do, because everybody has a different path. We don't fucking know. And they're figuring it out. So if you love somebody, you have to help them figure what they think they have to figure. Sure, you could give an advice, or maybe because it doesn't work for you. It doesn't matter. They have to figure that out, because it's their life. And nobody has the right to tell anybody else to do with their life. And if you love them, you help them do whatever the fuck that is.
Okay. Okay. I think I got my message. I think I know what to do now.
Good.
What are you working on currently?
Getting a throat lozenge.
Wait,
Throat
what? What is
lozenge.
that?
My throat is getting a little raspy.
Oh, is that like an
No,
operation
no,
or
just
surgery or
maybe flu bug or something like
is
that.
it like a candy?
Right, exactly. Right.
Oh, that's okay, okay. Maybe you need
No,
some water.
I'm
Okay,
doing this
we're
as
gonna
much
wrap
as
up.
I can in new ways, and that's why I'm trying podcasts. It's how do I reach people, educate. You have to use the tools in society to reach people. I found out how to do it with commercials and infomercials, and they don't work anymore for me. This is much better. Look, I could talk for an hour or whatever the heck it is. I used to have to say it in 5 seconds, 1 minute, and people
And like jam pack everything in that.
right.
Wow. Okay. Matthew, how do you define self-worth?
You have to define a self-worth. To me, my self-worth is how much can I give love today?
Oh, Matthew, why are you pointing everything that I need to do, but I am just trying to escape from doing?
Yeah,
Okay.
well, it is because it's hard and there's no encouragement. We're all told,
Oh,
uh, I know it's funny because you moved. I guess maybe I moved a little bit. Yeah, I moved a little
yeah,
closer.
I move.
No,
Apologies.
that's okay. I see. I think if I move, I don't, maybe it's a late thinker. Yeah, I mean that's it. And I say the opening my heart. I mean the rest of my life, I feel I can't get stronger. I can't get smarter. I I can't get faster. Everything that men used to, we all used to, or all of us as humans try to do. At 80, none of that shit's going to get better. It's just going to get worse. But I could love harder. Yeah, and that's one thing I could keep doing.
I'm so emotional. Okay.
Well,
What
see,
is
that's the
your
best part of life.
heart's What is your heart's greatest wish?
What?
What is your heart's greatest wish?
It's just to open wider. I mean, there's no goal. I mean, how can I help more people before I die and love harder?
Okay, wait. Okay.
But again, it's different at 80. I don't worry about paying the rent. So there's different things.
Yeah, there's different things
Yeah,
that you worry about.
right.
Like I still need
And
to worry
yeah,
about how to pay my car.
right. So you have to take care of that first, because it's hard to give. It's hard to have an open heart if you have that kind of worry.
If you could create a quote right now for you to leave to the audience listening, and the world is your legacy, what would it be?
Fuck you. I don't know. I'm not that smart.
Does that mean that you hate the world?
No, it
Hate
just
is such a
I
strong
don't know.
world.
I mean, my legacy. I remember a very famous British comedian. He put on his tombstone his epithet on his
Epitaph.
on his tombstone. I
Yeah.
told you I was sick.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I told you I was sick. Oh my gosh, Matthew. Wow. Okay. You have been wonderful. How can people reach out to you?
LeskoHelp.com.
LeskoHelp.com. Okay. So they can all share you.
And if
That's how you're
if
sharing.
you don't want to give me money, and that's $20, but it is on YouTube is the best place. I got thousands of videos on all this stuff, and that's Matthew Lesko. YouTube.com/Matthew Lesko, one word.
Okay. And Matthew, you have been wonderful. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure. It's selfish to give.
Wait, it's selfish to give.
Yes.
Why? Isn't it selfless?
It's selfish because it feels so good.
It's selfish to give because it feels so
Yeah,
good.
it's not for you. This is for me.
Oh my God. Oh my God. So you should do it more.
Absolutely. There,
The camera is like,
you're
absolutely.
right. Boy, there's a little producer in there.
Yeah. Wow. It's selfish to give. Wow.
That should have been instead of the fuck you, right?
Is that a fuck you? Okay, we get the how do I say this? The less serious one is fuck you, and
Right.
the more professional setting is yeah. Wow. Okay. I guess I can do the closing
Good.
now.
I can get my lodging.
And yeah. And for everyone, there you have it. You've heard it straight from the source. Before we wrap up, Matthew, I want to thank you personally for the incredible work you're doing for the world. Despite the challenges, you continue to push forward, paving the way for those that will follow in your footsteps. And for the listeners, this has been the podcast with that creatively provocative title, You're Worthless. Read that again. The juxtaposition of your very soul. Now, if you ever find yourself feeling worthless, you're not alone, but more importantly, ask yourself a deeper question. If I'm worthless, then why am I here? The truth is, your soul chose to be here energetically, coming all the way from the ethers. For that reason alone, you are worthy and you are enough. And with that, this is Matthew Lesko, our guest of the day, and I'm Nick Yaras, your host, signing off. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you.
Okay, I feel so embarrassed because you've been on so many commercials and TV appearances, like
No,
100.
it's more fun to curse,
And you can't curse there, right?
right?
Okay. Yeah.
Is it going to be on YouTube or is it waiting for me to get a video?
This is gonna be on YouTube.
Okay.
It's gonna be a video podcast on Spotify too.
Okay. A video on Spotify and YouTube. Yeah. Oh no, yeah, because I'd love to, share the video with folks. So let us know when it's there, and the link to YouTube would be great. Okay, great.
Thank
Okay,
you,
good luck
Matthew,
in
for
New
your
York.
time.
Text me when you get there.
I will. Thank you so much. Okay, bye now. Take care. Bye.